Hey guys, spiritual whistleblower here. So this video is about Papoose and Remy Ma. I did a video last night. I sat in the dark. I was laying down in my bed actually, and I did a video. And I said I would do a part two because I needed to see more receipts. It's a really messy, ongoing back and forth marital spat about both of them cheating on each other. Lots of mudslinging, Remy attacking Papoose's side piece, and Papoose confirming that he punched her side piece in the face. So it's messy. Last night in the video that I had put out, I stated that I felt that Remy is definitely a narcissist, but I wasn't sure 100% about Papoose because I have history with him, and we're talking about 15 years dated back. Like, I was a wardrobe stylist on one of his videos, and I've partied with him several times with DJ K Slay in the VIP section, and I was telling you guys from what I tried to judge people on my personal relationship with them. I try to be fair with people that I know. And I also stated that just because he was good, in my presence, it does not mean that he wasn't bad in other people's presence. He could be a totally good guy. There's absolutely the good guy narcissist who I feel is a covert. He's good in public, charming, very performative, but when he gets at home with his spouse, his lover, he becomes a monster. So I rallied behind Papoose based on my relationship with him. And this is why I don't like to talk about celebrities, because had I not known him personally, I would have immediately called him right the fuck out. But it put me in this weird space. I hope you guys can understand. It puts me in this weird space where I have to reevaluate people that I'm fond of, people that I've worked with, people that I respected, people who have never done me harm. It puts me in this weird space where I have to reevaluate. And I would sit here and, I can't be a hypocrite. I cannot point fingers at this one, and that one, but not point fingers at this one because of my relationship with them or whatever. People are people, and your character is your character. I don't care what your relationship is to me. I go hard on my family members. So if I can, reevaluate and call out my family members, anybody could fucking get it. And as much as I love Papoose and I have an admiration, a high respect for him, he's never hurt me. I've never witnessed him cheating or flirting with women. Every time I party with him in VIP section, him and K Slay at the strip club where there's naked women walking around, never saw him get a lap dance, never saw him flirting with women. Never. He came in with DJ K Slay and he left with K Slay. He was not leaving with no women, no woman. That's my personal account. However, I will say this. I believe that he and Remy are both narcissists. They're both extremely controlling and manipulative. Their dynamic is covert versus overt. I believe Remy is a sociopath, and I believe Papoose is a covert. Now that more information has come out, more receipts, I think they're both trying to hurt each other. There's this competition of who can hurt who the most while threatening divorce. And they both know that neither one of them are going to divorce. I've described in several of my videos about the dynamics of when two narcissists are in a toxic marriage. It becomes a battle of I can hurt you more than you can hurt me. Oh, you did that to me? Watch this. Watch how I hurt you this time around. I'm going to hurt you 10 times worse than what you did to me. And they keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So this is what I'm seeing with Papoose and Remy. And I'm going to dig deep into my spiritual discernment. What I feel happened was he cheated while she was locked up. I feel she was in jail getting her coochie ate out. Even though he kept coming up to visit her, let's not forget, She told him she didn't want him to come visit her like that. I think she goes both ways. Let me just put that out. I think she's on the down low. Female narcissists, like I explained, I've been telling y'all recently, I've said it before. When a male narcissist gets into a marriage, 9 times out of 10, he's using the marriage as a cover up so that he can do his down low activities. The wife is his beard. The wife is the cover up. The whole time he's sleeping with men on the down low. Well, it's the same for the female narcissist. Okay, the female narcissist will hide behind her husband and use her husband as a beard to cover up her DL lifestyle. Do I believe Remy Ma sleeps with women on the down low? Yes, I do. Absolutely. Absolutely. My discernment has never been off. She gives me closeted stud. And she also leaked, which I thought was fucked up and inappropriate, and it was unnecessary. She leaked, I saw a screenshot. I don't know how real it is, where she posted in her stories that Papoose likes to get his booty hole licked and played with. So she's insinuating that he's on the DL as well, which is dirty. Y'all took them marital vows before God. This is nasty work. She didn't have to go that far. I don't know if it's a real screenshot of what she actually posted in her IG story. I saw it. Y'all can confirm down in the comment section. I know what I read. I know what I saw. And it was a whole screenshot of an IG story that she posted stating that, by the way, he likes his booty hole or whatever played with, and insinuating that he's on the DL, which is stupid because if you're putting that type of information out about him, who's doing the licking? Who's doing the licking? Are you doing the licking? So why are you putting your husband out there if you're the one doing the licking, sis? She's trying to hurt him and emasculate him, which is another trait of a female narcissist. I talk about how my mother and my grandmother, this is all they did. My mother emasculated my father. My grandmother emasculated my father. They called them every type of sissy, punk, faggot. That's what the female narcissist does. She's nasty with her mouth. She will emasculate a man because she knows his deep, dark, dirty secrets. She knows he's on the down low. And she will put him out there without blinking. So yeah, Remy, that if that screenshot was not fake, if it was real, and y'all read it the same way that I read it, Remy was trying to emasculate him. And I also feel that's not her first time. I think that's one of the hardcore reasons why their marriage started to crumble is because she's very masculine and dominant. She's very headstrong. And I think she is verbally abusive to him, and she definitely emasculates him. And in the marriage, he probably did not want to feel that way next to her. He wanted to feel like he was the head of household. So they both got into this power struggle, and this is where the BS starts. Now, going back to her being locked up in prison, like I said, I think he cheated, but I also think she was in there getting her coochie ate out too, because she was telling him, stop coming up here to visit me. Can y'all back me up on this? I know I saw her say in an interview, she didn't want him coming up there to visit her like that. And I'm like, why not? Most women would, because when women get locked up, men will turn their backs and bounce to the next chick. Ain't no man staying loyal and coming to visit you in fucking prison. Let's get that out the way. Men are not fucking loyal. So the fact that he was running up there to visit her all the fucking time and she was getting sick of him visiting her, immediately I thought, oh, she's a bulldagger. Somebody eating her ass out in prison, because ain't no way I'm going to push my husband away from visiting me in prison. I want to see my man as much as I can, especially if we get to sleep together. They give us a trailer or grant us special permission to have sex. I want to see my man as much as possible. She was discouraging him from coming to visit her. Why, Remy? Because she was getting that coot cat. She was getting that coochie ate out. I think Remy is on the DL. I said it. So here's another thing. If she was getting tipped off while she was locked up that he was cheating on her, why would you marry him? And she had to get IVF treatments to get pregnant. Remember that she had I think she had one bad ovary. So she had trouble conceiving. Okay, so she had to go through the IVF treatment, which is a painful process. Why go through all of that? Why marry the man if you had information in your hand that confirmed that he's a cheater and a womanizer, Remy? But you trying to make him look bad all over social media. If he's all of these things, what does that fucking make you? Why did you go through with the marriage? Why did you go through with the IVF treatments and have a whole baby? This is what I think. I think Remy was eager. Once she got out of prison, she was eager to get back on top in the rap game. Because she see all these Cardi B's, the Lotto, Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion. Right now is a powerful, dominant time for women in hip hop. These chicks is out here doing it. And Remy was like, yo, I want to get back out into the game. I want to come back for what's mine. 8 years locked up. All these bitches is getting paid, making multi-millions of dollars. I got to get back out there. I got to get my body done. I got to get my titties. I got to get my BBL. I got to get my liposuction. I got to get my wardrobe together. So I think her marrying Papoose was a business move. I think she was in negotiations from behind bars in prison about her music, which direction she was going to take with her music. Love and hip hop. Remember, they went the love and hip hop route because that's an easy paycheck. Okay, and both of them being a couple on love and hip hop would pull in more viewers. So that's a guaranteed check. So strategically, I think she was trying to the whole black love shit, them getting married and putting on this, black love persona. It was all business, because ain't no way you and him call yourselves, loving each other and y'all is out here. This is some dirty, this is nasty work, what they're doing to each other. Everything opposite of the whole black love. Even if I wouldn't be out here on social media handling shit like this. This is some vindictive shit from both of them. But I also feel, now that I've said what I said about Remy, because I think Remy was being strategic, very calculated, trying to get back on top, trying to figure out how she gonna get her checks. The Love and Hip Hop is an easy check. They did the whole wedding. Remember, y'all, they did their whole wedding on Love and Hip Hop. And, that's an easy check for her and Papoose. Then she had to make a plan of, the music, who she going to collaborate with to get her name out there. She went at Nicki. So that was a strategic move to battle with Nicki, because it brought more traffic and attention to her. Okay, even though, Nicki's fans ate her alive, and it was a brutal rap. She attacked Nicki and tore her up, but it did nothing for her career. I don't think her attacking Nicki, all it did was bring her more attention. But, where is the album? Where is Remy Ma's album at? That's what I want to know. So I think Papoose, being that he was patient with her, he stood by her side through the 8 years, even though he might have creeped a little. He felt like he was owed something. He waited it out. And I think he also benefited off of her fame and fortune as a rapper. He is now, he's the head of the hip hop department at TuneCore. And, I think he felt emasculated in their marriage. He wanted to feel like the man, the head of household, like he was running stuff. And I think Remy just makes him feel small. That's just my opinion. So their problems are rooted in this invisible power struggle. We didn't see it because they were putting on this front that they were about the black love thing. But the whole time it was this power struggle. Especially, she's a sociopath and she's money hungry and she's dominant, and female sociopaths are serial cheaters. So if she was cheating on him to get back at him, listen, Both of them are extremely controlling and possessive of each other. They're both trying to solidify their place in hip hop. Remember, Papoose has had his struggles in the hip hop industry trying to establish his career. He's underground. He's an underground artist. And I don't think he's ever been super mainstream like Jay-Z and Nas and the rest of them. You know, I don't know the backstory on his record deal. I do believe he was presented with a record deal of some sort. I don't know how it fell through or whatever, but he's always been on the underground circuit, you know, that type of artist. He's never been like the super mainstream like Jay-Z and Nas and Biggie. I feel he should have been. So I think there's some struggles with his footing, you know, as you know, he's caught in between the underground and the mainstream. And Remy Ma had the mainstream when she was with Fat Joe, the Terror Squad. They're mainstream, you know. She was out there. So to me, she was ahead of Papoose, you know. So I think the root of their problems is this power struggle, this invisible power struggle. He is the head of household. He feels that now that I wrote it out with you for 8 years. I'm your husband. We're legally married. Yeah, you might be the breadwinner. Yeah, you might have had more mainstream success than me as a rapper. However, you know, and Remy is not the submissive type. I think she played the good wife for a little while, you know, for the whole love and hip hop shit. But then that power struggle shit, that shit was bubbling. And now here we are. This is what it is. Do I believe he's abusive? Yes, I do. I think he's the covert narcissist. And I think Remy is the overt. She is the malignant, narcissistic sociopath. I don't think they're going to divorce. I think they're just in a race, a competition to see who can hurt who the most. She got with this side dude to hurt Papoose. And now Papoose, he tried to up her by getting with a woman that could box and fight, because Remy has this hardcore street reputation for beating up females and shooting females. Well, Pap said, try that shit with my girl, because my girl will box your ass into the ground. Pap is being strategic too. And then also to the age gap. Papoose is much older than Clarissa. I didn't know that he's in his mid 40s and Clarissa's like 29. And y'all know how I feel. Men that tend to prey on much younger women, to me, are predators. So Papoose has outed himself as a predator in that sense. I'm sorry. I got to call it like I see it. So do I believe that Papoose is a narcissist? Yes, I do. And ironically, he has a song called Narcissist. I don't know who he made the song about, if he made it about Remy Ma, his wife, and he was trying to throw subliminals. He put the song out there. He never released a video about it, but you know, I thought the song was dope. I was even plugging and pushing it, but shit's crazy. Papoose is the covert. Remy is the overt. That is my final ruling. I will not speak about this couple anymore. If Papoose don't like me after today, I don't care. I do not get along with abusers. I will not stick by them or stand by them. I don't care if we're blood related, if we're friends. We're not going to, you know, I ride with God. I ride with God all day, and this BS is I don't play. And the sad thing is they brought an innocent child into this world, and this baby is a pawn. I could say a few things about the baby, why they brought the baby into this, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone because I could get real deep. But that's it. Pap's the covert, Remy's the overt, and I just think they're both trying to hurt each other. I think it's a nasty power struggle. I think they both need each other business-wise. I don't think, you know, if they divorce, where is Remy's album? How is she going to level up? I see her trying to social climb and team up with this rapper and this artist. She did a song with Mary. She's now, you know, teaming up with this young hip hop artist called Connie Diamond. Connie's on the rise. She's young in her 20s. So Remy's trying. I told y'all narcissists do this thing where they social climb and they build themselves up off of other people's backs to climb up the ladder before they dispose of people. Jay-Z does it all the time. Diddy does it. You know, so I feel like Remy is social climbing. She instead of her putting out a full album, or did she put out a full album? What was the shit she did with Lil' Kim? That did not go too well. she's social climbing right now. You know, I don't know what she's doing, or she did a song with Fat Joe. Remy, where the fuck is your music? Where is the full length album of, you know, your back-to-back hits? What's going on with your album, sis? Papoose, I hope he does not lose his job behind this mess, you know, at TuneCore. I don't know. I just think they both need each other business-wise. I think them getting married from the get-go was a business decision, because ain't no way this is love. This is not fucking love. This is straight up abuse on both of their parts. This is extremely abusive behavior. And I would hate for their daughter to grow up and see this shit and read about it, you know. So it's extremely selfish of both of them. I don't think they're both going to divorce. I think it's all about ego. It's a power struggle of who can hurt who the most and who can outdo each other. But I don't think either one of them are going anywhere. We'll have to see. All right, y'all. That's my final word on Papoose and Remy. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Love you guys.